fucking stupid, isn't it? And you tell me these fuckers have their name on like, I don't know, they had their name all over the Phillies and fucking Yankees game, and they have it in fucking stadiums, and we see commercials, but it takes you 10 minutes, 10 minutes to get it up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not
I've
talking
had that
about
problem before.
me.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, we're off to a good fucking start. Yeah, man. How are
Yeah.
you, brother? How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing good. I'm Sean Taff. Fucking great
Yeah.
to meet you, buddy.
Yeah, nice formally meeting you, man. It's obviously I'm Peyton if you don't know my real name,
I
but
don't know your real name.
yeah.
I asked you what your real name was because I even tried to kind of figure it out on my own, do my own due diligence,
Yeah.
if you will, but I couldn't figure it out. But I felt like it was Peyton. I felt like it was something, but it was
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah. No,
want
I am. That
to
actually
assume.
kind of makes me a little happy that you couldn't figure it out. But
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
whole time, I never used my full name on any of my social media stuff, and that was intentional. But then I started writing this book, and I was like, do I put my name on it or do I not? You know what I mean? I was
Why
like,
not, man?
yeah,
Why
I was like,
not?
let's just do it.
Just fucking
So
just ride it out. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like, and that's like that's the scary part about like I feel like my name. Like I'm Sean Taff.
hmm
It's very it's they're a syllable each. You know what I mean? And
hmm
it's very easy to find me. It's fucking very easy to find
right,
me. You Google me and my fucking LinkedIn pops up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. But what are you gonna do though? It's my strongest platform.
There
But
you go. Yeah.
but yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I can't get a job from it, but fucking
Well,
we'll see.
yeah.
Um no, dude, I really appreciate you taking the time to kind of hop on and kind of do this and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, no, man, I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, man, I love doing shows, love meeting people and everything. So yeah, no, this is awesome for me.
yeah. And you're from Kentucky, East Kentucky, you
Yes,
said?
Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
I was actually born and raised like in southern West Virginia, and
Okay.
which the part of Kentucky I live in now is literally just like right across the river. So I mean, it's basically still West Virginia. But yeah, no, I've lived in this area my whole life, man. It's not a whole hell of a lot going on, but it's got married and then wife and her family are here, don't want to leave, so this is where I'm
Okay.
at.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Um that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm here in Philly. And yeah, Philly born and raised, you know
Hell
what I
yeah,
mean?
dude.
So South Philadelphia. So I'm a comedian here as well in Philly.
Nice.
So and so to give you background, to give you background, at least what we're gonna kind of do today, at least anyway, to do a little fucking was it? I'm in sales. I should know this. Housekeeping, right?
Yeah.
So so for the past so I've been doing comedy for the past like 3 years. I've been doing a podcast called Scene Invaders, my buddy Danny J that I've lived with for like way back in the day, and he's like my fucking boy. But so what we're doing today is we're doing our my own podcast, my own
Oh, okay,
Big
sick.
Bop. I'm still with them and shit like that, but it's
Right.
my so this is my like my own thing. So I've always been doing it with them, and this is
Yeah.
kind of my own like I've been doing comedy for like coming up on almost like 4 years, and like
Nice.
I've been kind of wrestling and tussling with kind of like doing something, and it just kind of happened, and unfortunately for you, the schedule kind of worked out that now you're my first one. So,
Oh,
but
dude, no, hey, I'm honored, man. Yeah, don't
good,
say unfortunately, man. Hell yeah,
you
that's
should be
awesome.
honored.
I'm
You should
honored,
be
yeah.
honored. You should be honored. You're popping my you're popping my solo podcast cherry.
There we go, yeah.
So, but yeah, no, man. I mean, I guess we're just gonna fucking already get into it. This is fucking Laffy Taffy. I'm Sean Taff, comedian. Everybody, fucking nobody really knows me except for fucking being the tomato guy on TikTok. Um, and that's why, honestly, this is why it's like perfect that this is the first episode of this fucking podcast because we also have a fucking great, well, way better at the TikToks than I am. You know him because he's the guy. What's your catch line? You're not the you're kind of like the Hawk 2 girl, but you're sort of like let me tell you about the time that
Yeah,
Spider-Man fucking ate Aunt May's pussy. And you're
yeah.
so fucking Peyton, fucking all-star comics, dude. Thank you for again just being gentle with me.
Oh
So
yeah, no, dude. Yeah, it's like I said, thanks for having me on and everything, man. I'm really excited. But yeah, no, I've been doing TikTok for probably 3 years now, something like that. Professionally for about the last year. Ever since they started rolling out their payment program and everything. So it's been awesome. It's been cool to do and all that stuff. Like you said, it's my whole little tagline at the beginning of the videos is let's talk about the time. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, man. Like I said, I just super into comic books. Obviously, kind of turned something that I loved into actually into work, and then spun off that and wrote my own book, and kind of just literally just got it released and everything like that. So very excited, man. It's been really cool, and obviously, yeah, again, very honored to be on the show.
Well, that's well, you don't have to fucking you don't have to lie, all right, to the people. I mean, you can lie to me, don't lie to them. The 5 people that will probably listen to this, um, none of them, which would be my parents, because they're dead. Do you have dead parents? Let's just go off the bat.
Uh,
You
yeah,
got
sure.
dead
Yeah,
parents?
no,
Do
dead
you?
mom.
You
Yeah,
have a dead
dead
mom?
mom. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. She
R.I.P.
she passed. Going November will make 2 years from cancer. So
Oh, good lord. I'm terribly
yeah.
sorry, man. Yeah, man.
No,
My
I
mom.
appreciate that. Yes, no, sorry about yours too. Obviously, what happened?
Yeah. So I was about 22, and they uh, I think they took away my phone and they had an accident.
Oh
Um,
shit.
they had an accident. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Both my parents passed away when I was like 22. Same year, within 3 months of each other. I love joking
Ooh.
around that they were like kind of racing to get the fuck away from me, which is
Right.
100% true.
Yeah.
100% true. Okay. The day my dad died, I got the nurse's cannolis, and I made a dumb joke of like, "Hey, listen, these were just, these were you guys taking care of my dad so much. He was in the ICU, he was intubated, all this stuff. This is just
Yeah.
a thank you, and for just all your hard work, and just kind of do me a favor when I'm not around. Just please don't kill my dad." And then I left for a tailgate, and then fucking in less than an hour he crashed. So what are you gonna do? Who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
But
So, I mean, man, if you don't mind me prying, like accident or like just complete
accident?
circumstance of life, you know what I
No,
mean?
man.
Like,
No, a little bit of it. No, not even a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It was a little bit more column B. So Papa Taff, and shout out Papa Taff, and he's listening. He may be somewhat not probably disappointed, but what are you gonna do? Who cares? Show must go on. You know what I mean? Shit
yeah,
don't change, dog. What are you
yeah,
gonna do?
yeah,
Fuck
that's
it.
fair.
No, man. So Papa Taff was a great dude. Unfortunately, Papa Taff had breathing problems. Papa Taff, he didn't have COPD. He didn't have anything like that. He had
Yeah.
restricted pulmonary syndrome. So his
Mm,
lungs just didn't function as well as yours or I. Like if I
right.
hooked you up to a stat monitor, right? And your O2 saturation should be in the high 90s, correct? 98,
Yeah, yeah.
7, something like that. His was hovering around like 85-ish,
Ooh, yeah.
something. And if you and I were like that, it'd be struggling to breathe. So,
Right.
but so Papa Taff, unfortunately had breathing problems, but he wasn't an invalid by any means. And, he worked for Amtrak for a zillion years, woke up every day, a lot of my hard work that I and kind of ingenuity and shit like that really kind of comes from him, and just kind of watching somebody fucking struggling to breathe to kind of get up and
Yeah,
get up, and
man.
I gotta
Yeah, I
get
mean, you
I
talk
gotta
about
get the
grind
phone
it
work.
out. Yeah. Yeah,
100%
fuck yeah.
grind it out, or people will die. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He had some time to fucking breathe. He got to switch the tracks and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But and now he's switching the tracks in heaven.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Dude, fucking of course this is my podcast. We're talking about our dead parents.
Yeah,
Fucking right
starting
off
off on a high note,
fucking start off on a high note. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, no, dude, that's
Yeah.
like here, I'll even show I'm gonna pull this comic out real quick since we're on them. But yeah, no, dude, that's actually even like the last page of my comic. It's like
Wow.
it's a
Shameless
dedication to my
plug.
mom. Yeah. But yeah, so
Hell
make
yeah,
you
dude.
yeah, but make you all feel bad for me, go buy a book. But
Go fucking buy a
no.
book. Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
gonna get into dude. We're definitely
Yeah.
gonna get into that, man. We're 100% gonna kind of get into that. Guys, again, this is the first one, and it's the first of many. We're gonna be doing a lot of things. Like I said, we're gonna have cool ass people like you. All right,
Appreciate
Peyton,
that, man.
or All Star Comics. I don't care about your pronouns, but what do you want? No, I mean, I do, but we'll
Yeah.
get into that too. But like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer Peyton? Do you prefer All Star comic books? But do you prefer
Peyton's good.
ASC? Can I call you
Yeah.
ASC?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can call me whatever you want.
I
Um,
kind of want to call you Peyton because I'm a big One Tree Hill fan, dog. Did you watch One
okay.
Tree Hill?
I did not, man. No,
You don't
it's
watch One Tree Hill?
the
You like
no.
girls? Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. I can't tell
Yeah,
from your
no.
background, but
Right,
dude,
yeah, I know. You would think I never got laid. 2 kids actually, so at least I have done it twice. But
yeah. And one of them poked you in the eye, right? I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
match
like
your. I want to. I want to match your energy because I want to also start getting paid for a show. Paid for this, so I'm gonna also put
there you go.
my
Yeah.
sunglasses on. I'm gonna put this is how fucking bougie I am, folks. All right, I have fucking parasols. You
Nice.
have parasols on? Do you know like Steve McQueen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Steve McQueen, these were his sunglasses that like he coined these sunglasses. And these sunglasses, they're dope. They're parasol. They're I fuck the name up. I fuck the
Yeah.
name up all the time. All right. But they fold up and shit and they're fucking Italian. They're
Yeah, there you
Italian
go.
made. And they're nice. And they're not, they're not Balenciaga like Tim Dillon,
Yeah.
but they're at least $400. And what are you gonna do? I mean, honestly, sunglasses are a fucking scam.
They're a huge
Okay?
scam, yeah.
100%. Do you know
Yeah.
why? Because one fucking company owns it, Luxonica, and
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
they're our new sponsor. No,
Oh, there you
um,
go. Roll
no.
the ad.
Roll the fucking ad. Yeah, roll the ad. Yeah, of course. Yeah, all the little kids making these fucking shit sunglasses. You know, but again, consumerism though. You know what I mean? Still, buy the book. Who cares?
Yeah, yeah, there you
You
go.
know, is the book made in America?
Yes, actually, well, I don't know if the company is based in America. I know it's not overseas. Like, it might be in the UK if I'm thinking about it. It's called Mixum. I don't know. I just looked it up online, and like that was the cheapest option to print comics that would get here within a couple of weeks and not
Okay,
like 5 to 6 months. That was like I found a company out of China that was like half the price, but again, I would have waited half a year. So
dude.
um,
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. It also probably would have had like a microchip in it or something like that.
could have, with
You
COVID
know what I
on it. Who
mean?
knows? I
Or
mean.
that. I don't know. Your your words, but send me a comic book and I'll fucking test it. Who cares?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
My best friend fucking just he uh he has COVID. Fucking shout out to him. But
Yeah.
that sucked. I don't know. I remember when I got COVID, OG COVID, bro. I got
Oh,
COVID,
got the tough stuff.
dude. So January 20th, 25th, something like that. Well, I knew it was around uh somewhere around there, right?
Mhm.
January 25th, because that's when my mom died. So shout out to her. She's Papa Taft's in heaven, she's in hell. She gets better reception. But um so like I just started this new job, right? I'm working for a
Mhm.
fucking Microsoft partner. Okay. I got a big I all I can do is sales. My whole entire life is just sales. I've just sold just fucking anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? If I was back in the 1800s, I don't know. I don't want to know what I would sell. Okay. But
I
I'd
gotta
be
guess,
fucking
I mean,
good at it.
yeah.
But no, but like I'm in sales and doing all this stuff, and all of a sudden I get a fucking terrible fucking sickness, right? I'm out for 3 days, and I'll never forget my director. We're in his office chit chat, and I'm not really in trouble because fuck him, I just started. And he goes, "What do you think you had?" And I had no idea. Then all of a sudden, 2 months later, with this job went from you have to come into the office every day to we're going home. So
Yeah.
which is fun, which is super fun, and
Yeah, everybody loves that.
that's kind of around the time where you kind of started your stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit after. It wasn't like during lockdown or anything, but it was yeah, the same year, I mean, that's around that time. But yeah, that is when I started doing the whole TikTok thing. Man, it was that so I like job I had, we were like isolated and stuff, and we were got whatever one of those like essential worker kind of things. So but yeah, so we were all in our own vehicles and all of that. I was like
Okay.
too boring to get into what the job was. But yeah.
I could see you on like a cherry picker or something like that, like fucking cutting wires or some shit like that. I
So
don't
it
know.
was like I was like an electrician for a little bit, but
Yeah, you.
no,
This is electrician, baby.
that is
Th-
true. That
This
is true.
is
That gives off
you're either
the
electrician or PC principal. You know what I mean?
yeah, the shades aren't helping the look either right
The
now.
shades aren't helping. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but
No,
no,
you look beautiful.
I appreciate it, man.
You're
But
a beautiful man.
Well, thank you, but no, but so I was like on lunch or whatever, and I was like scrolling TikTok, and somebody had made like a video asking a question about Captain America and the Winter Soldier or whatever, and I was like, oh, I was like, I know the answer to that. So like I did a little stitch of it and like answered it. And that video got like 4,000 views. And like to
Oh,
me, I
wow.
was just like, holy shit, like I'm famous. You know what I mean? Like just out of nowhere, you know? And I was like, I'll just start doing TikTok now. And like the next video I posted didn't like, you know what I mean? Like got like 200 views. And I was
Damn.
just like, okay, well, maybe I can recreate that magic. So, dude, I would post one a day, and then like I started seeing stuff. It was just like you got to be posting at least 3 times a day. So I started posting 3 times a day, and dude, so I was like getting up at like 4:30 in the morning before I'd leave for work at like 7 a.m.
Yeah,
recording a
dude,
bunch
it's
of
a
content.
fucking nightmare. Yeah,
It
dude,
is, yeah.
it's a fucking nightmare. Like people think that like you're sitting at home and like you're pulling up like this and that, and especially when it comes to like the content creating of like TV shows and movies and comic books and stuff like that. I mean, the plethora of comic books fucking alone, right?
Oh,
You can
dude, it's
spend so
yeah,
much you can spend so much fucking days. But
yeah.
like it is hard. It's a very hard,
It's work,
grueling
yeah,
fucking thing. Like again, I'm my who uh my background of just like of like podcasting, whatever. I'm a podcaster. But like from Scene Invaders, dude, Scene Invaders, those motherfuckers, they work hard as shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Me, not so much. I kind of want to do something like this, and this is why we're starting this shit. And that's why you should like
Right.
and subscribe. Also, to give us fucking 5 stars
There you go.
on iTunes, because you got to say all that shit. And this is what I've learned from doing Scene Invaders, and I'm gonna fucking take it over here, baby. Danny, I'm stealing it. No, I'm kidding. I love you. We'll play Fortnite soon. But like, but yeah, you have to. You have to. And again, this is another grueling process. I have to tell these people, hey, you got to hit 5 stars. You got to
Yeah, yeah,
follow. You got to like. You got to visit Patreon. You got to visit the YouTube. You got to visit You got to visit the Instagram. You got to visit Facebook.
yeah.
You got to visit LinkedIn. People think I'm fucking nuts when I say, "Hey, you should do your content on LinkedIn," because think about it, man. You have all these people, right? They're either in a job, in a desk, behind a firewall, and the only thing they can get is LinkedIn.
It's true.
It's
It
very
is
true,
true.
dude. It's
Yeah,
very true. And their bosses aren't going to be mad that they're on LinkedIn. I
yeah.
mean,
Just
look at
looking
these.
through LinkedIn.
Look at my boy Ross, dude. Fucking corporate bro, crushing it. You know what I mean? The other kid that's a fucking he's another kind of corporate bro guy. He has like long hair. He does like the interview things. I forget. I don't know. Fucking Lucas Arnold was fucking hanging out with him or something like that. There's a centric thing. What I'm
Yeah,
saying to you is you should get big on LinkedIn. Now I'm just giving you another mountain to climb.
yeah, yeah. You're
But
right.
that's fucking basically it. And but
Yeah.
again, that is the grueling process of it. And so like you're 3 years in. Where do you I guess what's your business in business speak? What's your roadmap look like?
Yeah, dude, I don't know, I mean, that's the thing is, like,
That's a great
I'm
fucking answer. See, that's the
yeah,
best
right?
answer.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
best
I
answer.
don't
It's
know,
like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, man, I'm not, I wish I was a more business-minded person, I really do. That's something that, I've always lacked in my life is, like, and don't get me wrong, I've always been a worker, like I was talking about, earlier, like, always had these, like, kinda hands-on, 9 to 5 blue-collar jobs and all of that until I started doing this. So I'm not adverse to working. My problem was always, like, trying to, market and brand myself, you know what I mean? And, like, try to be, like, an influencer even, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because I don't consider myself so much that as I do like a content creator, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like, and I guess those words kind of get blended together, but yeah, no, man, I
Well,
don't.
they're see, this is the issue. They're kind of made up in some sense, and you're kind of
Yeah,
again, you're kind of going along with it, and that's really kind of what, but like that's really kind of what business is, man.
yeah, yeah, true,
It's kind of just kind of going along with it. Um, it's faking it till you make it. Okay,
for sure. Yeah,
the
I see a
the
lot of that for sure.
the best advice I've ever gotten. I was working in Soho at the time, at this high-end fucking clothier store. That I won't mention the name. Fuck it, I don't care. Suit Supply, send me a suit.
Okay.
Um, I was working in a Suit Supply, and they fucking they put me in a fucking hotel room in Secaucus, New Jersey, right?
Mm, yeah,
Secaucus. right? Not in New York, not in Soho,
Right. Yeah.
in Secaucus, bro,
Yeah.
right? And I'm a fucking idiot. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just take the bus. Whoopsie daisy, I fucking was 3 hours late,
Yeah.
and the VP of HR didn't fire me. Right? He was like, "All
Mm.
right, well, we're just gonna let you go as a warning." Blah blah blah. The next day, the COO goes, "Wait, you didn't fire that guy? Fucking fire him."
Damn.
And I'm in Soho and I'm talking to my manager from Philly, and he's like, "Sean, fake it till you make it." And I go, "Dave, he already fired me." And he goes, "All right, well, just I just come back home." And I came back home. So
We'll turn around and come back then.
yeah, I stopped for dinner with my girlfriend, with my girlfriend and her and all of her fancy friends and shit like that because I was broke.
Right.
But what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But again,
Yeah.
faking it till you fucking made it. All right, I faked
Yeah,
it
there
till I
you
make it, and not only that job and that relationship, and guess what? You fail miserably, and that's kind of what life is.
go. Yeah. Yeah. That's what yeah, no, man. I mean, that's I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't necessarily have a plan, a roadmap. I would like to kind of dip my toe more into the writing space. I've always enjoyed that. I mean, that's something I never really got to explore before content creation. You know what I mean? Because like I said, blue collar job, like working 10 hours a day typically, doesn't really lend itself to being creative. You know what I mean? In your
It
downtime.
doesn't. I mean, listen,
Uh,
dude, it doesn't. I mean,
no,
as a comic, like I struggle with that profusely.
yeah, I do. It's a lot
Um,
of gutting it out for sure.
It's a lot of gutting it out. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of
Yeah,
effort. And sometimes, sometimes if you're sitting at a desk, you know what I mean, and you're comfy and you're cozy, you can maybe kind of crank it out. Especially content creating, you can kind of do kind of the same thing. Maybe who knows?
yeah,
Don't let the fucking balls tell you tell you otherwise. But like, or catch you at least anyway. But like, if you're out and about and you're like you said, you're a blue collar guy, you're working with your hands, you're doing whatever.
yeah,
It's tough. I know a lot of guys that are comics and even doing content. It's tough. It's very tough.
yeah,
Now, do you
yeah. It
still
is,
have
man.
do you do this so are you do you still have another kind of gig that you're kind of doing, or are you doing this kind of full time and making
No,
money?
I'm doing this full time. Still, I've been lucky, man. Yeah, it's nice. Obviously too. I've got the two kids and everything, so I'm a full time dad as well most of the time. You know what I mean? So,
Oh shit.
and then
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm doing the content is like I said, the content is my primary job, but I'm also with my children when I'm not doing this stuff. So,
I fucking hope so. You got to say that because the state may be listening.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm
Um,
taking very, very good care of them. So
eh,
they're not
you know,
locked in a cage right now, long enough for me to record this or
which
anything.
which which coming from Kentucky, that's a fucking beautiful thing. You know what
That's
I
no, yeah,
mean?
that's normal for them. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a kid in the cage probably listening to this right now. Who knows? And guess what? You better be hitting that fucking that 5 stars or daddy's coming back.
yeah,
Um, no, he's never coming back. But at least my dad isn't. But uh that's awesome though. That's fucking really cool, dude. And I gotta tell you, man, I was really stoked to have you on this. I really was. I'll be honest with you folks. I was more nervous just to kind of do this, because it's hard. It's always hard to do. It's always the first jump is always hard. You
for
know,
sure. Yeah, yeah,
first jump's always hard. I A lot of this podcast is going to be a lot about talking about life experiences, where life is, where life has taken you, where have you gone with it, and where are you going to go with it, right?
yeah.
And because a lot of life is, it's not the successes, dog, that really kind of set you up. It's all the fucking failures. It's
Oh yeah, yeah.
every failure that you have, and every failure that you have, you had to fucking do something. You had to try at it. You couldn't fail at it if you didn't try.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, man, and I mean it's I mean even dude like with the podcasting thing, I did what when I was working my other jobs and trying to do stuff on the side with content. I had a podcast a couple years ago. We were doing like a little sports thing or whatever, me and my buddy. And dude, we did it for like 60 episodes, 60 some episodes, and I mean it
It's pretty
was
good.
a lot of gutting it out, man. And I mean, just like the problem was, and I love him to death, but my best friend wasn't like really doing anything as far as like I would do like come up with 100% of the ideas for the show. Me and him get on
Yeah.
there to record it. I do all the editing. You know what I mean? And it just like after a year and a half, it just wasn't doing a whole lot. You know, I mean, I had like between 60 and 100 weekly listeners, which was awesome, and I was very grateful for. You know, but I was just like I couldn't keep like supplying my time to it. So I mean, I consider that a failure. You know what I mean? Like that, like at the end, having to quit it and walk away from it and everything. You know, like I said, this wasn't the first, like, just I didn't jump on TikTok and like magically, you know what I mean, like take off with a career. You know what I mean? I mean, I posted a bunch of videos that failed. You
But do
know, I
you
mean,
think but do you think all those videos, all that podcast, don't you think that those were things that led you to
a
what you're
hundred
doing
percent,
now?
yeah,
And
yeah,
guess what, man? And guess what? That's the beauty part about this fucking shit, is that
yeah,
you could pick that fucking podcast up, baby.
yeah.
You could pick that bad boy up,
Brush
dust
it
that
off.
bitch off, dust that bitch off and go,
Yeah,
"Ha, hello,
yeah,
we're back, bitches. Fuck it. Who cares?"
yeah,
You know what I mean? I mean, but I think that's what the beauty part of um content creating, of like podcasting, of all
for
this
sure.
stuff, is that like you can pick it back up. You can pick it
Yeah,
back up. You know what I mean? I mean, imagine if Rogan, all right? Imagine if Mr. Joseph Rogan himself just stopped fucking JRE.
yeah, I know, right? That would
Just
be
was
insane.
like, just was like, Jamie, I
Yeah,
think we're done here. Yeah,
walked off.
yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know. Just too
Dude, there would
busy, man.
be,
Just too busy, man.
yeah, there would
You
be
know, the
millions
club,
of
man.
men
I
across
just, I just,
America.
I just really like the club, man. And I
Yeah,
will fucking go to that club. I really hope my friends that are there will help me get into that
yeah, dude,
club
that would
in
be
some way,
awesome.
shape,
Hell
or
yeah,
form. Oh fuck yeah! I mean, dude, I already know a lot of the people that are going up already at the club, and that's
nice.
and that's the beauty. Yeah, yeah, that's a beauty. That's the beauty part about stand up, and that's the one thing I really love about stand up comedy. And like, dude, again, you want to talk about failures, man? I didn't think I was going to last this long in comedy, or doing it, or just even just keeping it my attention, or just having it just keep my attention.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure it's tough, man. I mean, and much like I
it
was
is
saying with
tough.
like the
I mean, obviously, of course, you saw my TikTok. My own claim to fame is a fucking tomato. So what are you gonna do, man?
yeah.
You have a, your one video that went 4,000. Okay, I got hit in the face with a fucking fruit, and I went 50 million. You ever trend on Black Twitter? All
No.
right, I was trending on Twitter and Black Twitter, dog. All right,
Oh,
all
wait,
right,
hold on. I did have one tweet a couple years back that trended on Black Twitter for a little bit, but
okay,
that was, you know, but, it
okay,
was like I wasn't at my the joke wasn't at my expense, you know what I mean?
okay.
Like,
It was the N
so
word.
that's
What was it?
no, no, no. Somebody I can't remember, like, it was something new about Tupac. Somebody was just like,
Okay.
Tupac yeah, they asked, like, basically who like leaked this information or whatever because it was like oh it's a new song. It was just like who dropped the new Tupac song. I said shit, probably Tupac. You know, but like because yeah, there's the whole like rumor that he's still alive, and you know, I mean, did the whole like Machiavelli shit where he faked his death. But yeah, dude, that one blew up a little bit. But
I fake this death. That's a fun conspiracy.
oh, it's so
If he
fun. Yeah, yeah,
if
it's
he
better
faked
than
his
most of the
death.
conspiracies we get nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
100%.
yeah,
100%, of
yeah,
course.
conspiracies used to be so fun. You know, like, but yeah, no, now they all suck.
They all do so well, they're all a business. It's all a
Yeah.
business. It's all the ancient aliens guys, and it's all, it's all these kind of hoaxsters that like really like the boys, the episode of the boys where they're walking through. Are you
Exactly.
caught up on the boys? I mean,
Yes, yeah,
you have a plastic fucking shield behind you. So
yeah,
yeah, of
yeah,
course you're caught up on the boys. What am I?
right,
I'm just gonna fucking assume.
yeah,
Um, yeah. But like, yeah, they're walking around that con, and it's very true. It's there.
yeah.
There is conventions, and you have all these spirit, mediums,
Truth seekers and shit,
truth
and
seekers, and you
yeah,
have all the remote viewers, and you have all these contactees and these adoptees. And listen, maybe a lot of these people are telling the truth. Who the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? Maybe the fire in the sky guy really is telling the truth. You know,
yeah,
um, maybe these remote viewers are really doing it because listen, the government did put a lot of money into fucking remote viewing, and remote viewing is is a real thing. It's
Hmm.
just, are these people that are profiting off of it really, you know? So it goes down a Sam Tripoli rabbit hole that I'm not sure if I'm prepared for it, but if we
Right.
do,
Yeah.
fuck it, we'll do it. I'm open to it, dude. I'm open to it, dude. So let's here. So why don't we pop into this really quick? Have you seen? You've clearly. I'm just gonna assume every comic book question I ask you, you just know. So you seen the new Superman, James Gunn Superman costume, David
Yeah. Yeah.
Cornsweat. David Cornsweat, fucking Philly boy,
Oh shit.
fucking
Okay. Hell yeah.
yeah, Philly dude, Philly boy, dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, no, dude, I think he's a great casting. I think he looks good. You know what I mean? Like, I was a fan of the suit. I'm a sucker for the classics, man. I mean, I like the bright, vibrant colors. Yeah, I like the trunks. You know what I mean? Like I know that's not popular with like the Snyder crowd. And like I don't, you know, when I say that, like I didn't hate Man of Steel. You know, I didn't hate like it's not the perfect Superman for me. But you know what I mean? Like it's an enjoyable movie, and I like the Superman suit and all of that stuff, and I like Henry Cavill. And sucks that what happened to him happened, but you know, like all of the things that I like about Superman seem to be coming to fruition with this movie, as opposed to you know what I mean, like Man of Steel. So, like I said, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. There are some minor nitpicks, which obviously, like you said, from my background here, you can tell I'm a gigantic nerd, so I would have minor nitpicks
Are
about
you?
a Superman suit. But yeah, yeah, no, if you can't tell, but yeah, no, like I said, there's just the lines are a little too much. It feels a little too like New 52 ish with the suit, which to a non-comic nerd, I don't even know if you would know what that
It
means.
is. It
Um,
is a very new it is a very New 52, ish suit,
okay,
and
yeah,
I'll
good.
tell you this, if you don't know what New 52 is, you better fucking get off this podcast right now,
Yeah,
alright? And never come back.
yeah,
But, no,
yeah.
it is very New 52. It is very New 52-ish. It's very bulky. It's very,
It is super. Yeah.
it's bulky and, like, I don't know, man. Like, I like the details of it and shit like that. I love the, super the what is it? Jesus Christ. Fucking
Like his emblem.
fucking tell me about it. No, yeah, his emblem, but it's a fucking it's Kingdom Come. I love the Kingdom Come shit.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's that's a great new envision of the Superman iconic uh S, because I think if they fucked with the S too much, right? If they just created it kind of like how they did with Man of Steel, people would
Hmm.
hate it. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I like the Man of Steel costume, but it's
Right.
not my favorites. I
Yeah,
love the
yeah,
details of it. I love all the other shit of it and stuff, but like I don't know if I really fuck with it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But
It's.
like,
I
I
think
mean,
it's like
this one I kind of like better, but I wish it was tighter. And maybe that's because I'm gay. And we will get into that at patreon.com/Laffy Taffe podcast. Um, we will get into that and other things as well. But I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Terrific looks cool. He looks
yes,
really dope.
yeah, dude. Mister Terrific's like that's like one of the best comic accurate suits I've seen.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm with you on the Superman thing as far as like there's something, and I don't know if it's yeah, about the like set designer or costume designer that Gunn works with, but like in Guardians 3, I thought their suits looked a little like thick, like little you know rubbery. You know what I mean? If that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
and and it's like the same kind of deal with this Superman suit. It's like looks like it's made of out of a thick rubber as opposed to like spandex. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A
it
little bulky and
does.
chunky. You know what I mean? Like
It
that's how I kind of like looking at it. I'm like, it looks like you could just pinch it and like you know.
Yeah, I never thought about that as well, that Gunn would fucking take, like, his own people from Guardians 3 and all that shit and be like, "Hey, come,"
Yeah,
because, like, the dude, that's how actors do it all the time.
yeah,
You know what I mean? When actors are at these conventions, they're hanging out with each other, they're in the green room, they're eating these fucking terrible cookies that have been fucking 3 days old that
yeah,
the conventioners have left out for these poor fuckers,
yeah,
right? And they're like, "Hey, I'm doing this project. Yeah, you want to come play? You want to come do this? You want to come do that? Whatever, you know."
yeah,
Um, and I wouldn't be shocked that that also works the same way as like wardrobe, lighting. You know, you got a really good grip. You're like, "Hey, come fucking come grip come grip on my
Yeah.
balls,
Yeah.
something, you know?
We'll put you to work.
We'll put you to work. We'll fucking find you. I mean, and it's all union and shit too.
Yeah.
It's all a fucking scam, people. It's all a scam. I don't know. Now, are you gonna be disappointed if there's too many fucking characters in it, or are you gonna be disappointed if there's not enough characters in it?
No, I mean, I would have rather like, and don't get me wrong, like it was cool seeing Mr. Terrific, and like it's cool that they've announced all these other characters. I hope they're not a huge part of the story. That's how you know what I mean? Like I don't think we need this gigantic, like
Yeah.
basically exposition dump of like, hey, here's all the superheroes that exist in this universe. You know what I mean? Like that can come later, as long as it's like a good Superman story. That's really all give a shit about.
Yeah, and I don't know. And again, I mean, listen, James Gunn has a lot of shit, has a lot of things on his plate because this is his Iron
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Man. And I think the beauty of Iron Man is that they didn't really know where they were going with it. They were just kind of playing around, and they
Yeah,
kind of
it
did
didn't.
that. They
Yeah,
did that
it
thing
didn't
what
have to
actors
work.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't have to work, and that's the scary part
you're
about this with
very
Gunn,
right.
and I
It
think
didn't have to work. It
yeah,
100% didn't have
yeah.
to.
With this now, with James Gunn, like he's like his whole all of this universe and like this franchise and DCU studios or wherever the hell he's building, it's got this movie has to work. You know what I mean? Like it has to make money, it has to do really well, or all of that on the back end is going to fall apart. With Iron Man, dude, like you're saying, like I mean, they legit were just like, here's a small budget. Here's John Favreau. He's kind of done something pretty cool with Elf recently. Like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, and they're just like, he's had one or two like recent hits. They kind of gave him a smaller budget, and then Hillman Downey was just like
Yeah,
out there chopping it up. Basically, they're like,
you
hey, let's
know
do a joke.
somebody. You know somebody was in a boardroom going, the swingers guy. All
Yeah,
right, fucking fine.
yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
sure,
And dude, I
whatever.
mean, they had like I think they had a rule like it was a joke every 90 seconds or something like that, like of like screen time, I mean, that was
Yeah,
what they were trying to shoot for. I mean, and that's not even like if you look at and here's back to the nerdy part, but if you look at Iron Man like comic wise, like that's not even necessarily who Tony was supposed to be.
no, not at
They were
all.
just like, let's let him be Robert Downey Jr. and it worked. And
100%.
that's yeah.
And also as well, you couldn't. I mean, we don't have to talk. There's a million podcasts talking about fucking, oh, they couldn't insure Robert Downey Jr. Blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there were so many different things that happened to it. It's a very, you know, just a snowball effect, just kind of a snowball effect, and rightfully so. A lot of hard work.
Yeah, yeah.
Recently it's fucking sucked. But I don't know. I mean, so I'm not going to ask you. See, this is crazy too because like people don't understand when you're talking to a comic book fan, okay,
Mhm.
and you ask a comic book fan, Marvel versus DC, just as divisive as like Israel versus Palestine. It's tough. It's a fucking tough. I don't know. You know what I mean? Should there be a
Yeah.
two-state solution? I don't know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I would love it if Marvel just started kicking out fucking DC. That'd be great. But no, no. But what are you gonna do? Who cares? Uh, but like, I mean, we do care on this show. Um, we do.
Right.
Uh, we do, yeah. What do you yeah, we have a stance, and we will tell you on Patreon, all right?
Yeah. Subscribe to the
Um,
Patreon.
we will tell you on Patreon, okay? $1, $5. I haven't made up my mind yet. But who cares? But yeah, so let me ask you, Marvel DC, go. Quick answer.
Uh, Marvel, I mean, that's
Oh,
just who I was
Uber
gonna
alles, though. I'm talking Uber alles. I'm talking comic books, movies, content, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'll stick by that. I mean, and that's just what I grew up on more so. I mean and I have a greater appreciation for DC, like you said, than like some fans. Some fans just cling on to one or of the two factions, and that's their entire
Yeah.
personality. But I mean, I like a lot of DC comics too. I mean, obviously, if you've seen the page, you've probably seen me cover some DC stuff. I covered independent work and stuff like that too. But yeah, no, I mean, it would always be Marvel for me. I mean, growing up, like my favorite shows were Spider-Man and X-Men, the animated series. I mean, I was watching those from the time I was, walking. I was still shitting my pants when those were on TV.
Okay.
But yeah, no, and that's what, like I said, that's what I grew up having an affinity for. my first comic was a Captain America comic. You know what I mean? Like I remember
Oh,
like
that's dope.
reading.
You remember
Yeah,
your first OG comic book?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I
That's
remember
fucking
like getting it.
that's a dope thing. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great. How old were you when you got it? 18?
9. Nah, no, I was like 9 years old.
Okay. That's what's
Yeah,
up,
so
man.
I was like 8 or 9, man. I was so like we didn't, obviously you know I live in bumfuck Egypt. There's nothing around here. My mom's boyfriend was actually going to college at the time, and he never came back. No, but like he was
Hey,
like
he beat me with the comics
yeah,
that he bought me.
no, he he
Which
came back
which
from
honestly, dude, that's a lot more than a lot of kids get, all right? At least you had a
yeah,
little,
true.
little batting around time, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, at least he paid attention
But,
to me for a second.
you know?
No,
Hey man, hey man, hey man, hey, play catch with me if you're gonna fuck my mom,
yeah.
please. Like, come on, dude. Can we just throw around a ball? I don't know. Take me to Pizza Hut and give me one of them VCRs. Then
Yeah.
you can suck you off, all right?
Yeah. But dude, he brought back home an issue of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or Captain America. It was the arc that the Winter Soldier had been like revealed or whatever, and like it
Oh,
was just
cool.
the single issue. And I remember reading, I think it was like smack dab in the middle of it. It wasn't like a number one or anything like that. But I remember reading it and just being like, that was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's like, can I get more of them? And he was just like, next month or something, maybe, I'll bring you one back. I was just like, okay. And comics were like $3.99, so we could afford them.
Yeah.
They were, I think, maybe $2.99 back then. But
They're cheaper and that now question. Now this is the question. Did he bag and board it for you?
no, it was
Fucking
loose.
scumbag.
I know, right?
Fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. That's
I will I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. I will accost people if I'm in like a thrift store or something like that or whatever, and I see
hmm
comic books and they're fucking loose. I will accost people. I'll
yeah,
walk
dude.
up
I
to you.
mean,
I'll walk
yeah,
up to you and be like, "Hey, what's up? Why aren't we doing bags and boards?
right,
What's
yeah,
going on? What's going on? What's
yeah.
going
You
on?"
can't do that.
Or you just put it in in a sleeve without a bag, like you fucking savages. Come on, can you just
Yeah.
please? Can we do it? You know what I mean? And also as well, I'll fucking die on this hill too. I'll I swear to God, I will. Yeah, um, 2 pieces of tape.
Oh yeah, 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 dude. I agree with that.
Two
Yeah,
pieces.
or resealables. If you
Two
like,
pieces of tape. That's what this episodede's going to be called. Two pieces of tape.
yeah, there you
Um,
go.
bag
No,
and
I
board
hey,
and two
listen,
pieces
man, I
of tape.
love it. I love like hearing somebody passionate about their bags and boards or whatever.
Oh, I've been
Like I said,
asked to leave. Are you kidding me? Like I've fucking yeah, dude. Like yeah, fuck it. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I'm a huge comic book fan. Like
mhm.
I've loved comic books fucking probably from jump. I don't know what my first comic book was, but I remember Papa Taff always used to bust my balls that he bought me the first. He bought me Superman, the Death of Superman, and
Oh shit. Okay, yeah,
The Death of Superman came in a black and white, right?
yeah.
Bags, and
Polybags. Yep. Yeah.
polybags. And I was maybe, I don't know, maybe I was 4 or 5 at the time, something like that. And uh and Peyton, um, do you know what I did with them? I'll tell you what I did with them. I ripped them to fucking shreds.
Yeah.
I ripped them to
Yeah.
fucking smithereens.
Yeah.
I fucking destroyed these. If there's any time, if I could fucking turn back time, if I could turn back time, I would fucking, I'd beat the shit out of the little kid. I would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think
That's tough, man.
that's the only good shot of you could do to go back in time and beat your own self.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
don't think
fair.
people would be mad at
No.
that. But yeah, just that's yeah, and Papa Taff, he's bust my balls about that all the time. But what are you gonna do?
Rightfully
He's dead.
so,
Joke's on
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I
He won
haven't
in the end.
I did buy another ones though. I did find them. I found them in a local comic book shop, a really huge comic book shop here in Philly. Ottawa Comics. I think they're Ottawa Street Comics. Huge warehouse.
Nice.
It's fucking gorgeous. If you have a chance, go fucking go stop by. Comic books are dying, dude. They're dying.
Yeah.
Which really kind of let's kind of segue into this because as you know, fucking any as a true comedian, there's nothing better that I love as a good segue. But
There you go, yeah.
the comic book industry is dying. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it's been tough. It's been tough ever since COVID. Yeah, when COVID, there were distribution things that were happening in COVID.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fuck ups. Diamond fucking up,
Yep.
A lot of these big comic tycoons fucking up, and the business was already taking a hit already with the digital versions, right?
Yeah.
And you have that, and just the compounding things. And you just released the comic, right? Put it up on the
Yes.
screen so the fucking
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
can show you.
Yeah. Here we go, guys.
Hint for me. Oh, look at that, bagged and boarded.
Bagged and board. Yeah. You know that.
Turn it around. I want to see how many tapes you have.
Hold on. 3 syllable bag.
It's a resellable
Yeah.
bag.
There we
You don't
go.
have
So
you,
don't have
you
to
don't have to
flex.
flex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got buy me a coke. Buy me a
Yeah.
bag of coke.
Yeah.
No, no, yeah, like yeah, it's a tough industry. So you just paying comic. What do you think about the industry right now? Like,
Dude, it's interesting. I mean, obviously, as you're saying, I mean, if you want some numbers to put things in perspective, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, that it's coming out like next month or August, is the most pre-ordered comic of the year with like 300 and some thousand pre-orders.
really?
Yeah,
I'm not
X
even gonna
Men.
fact check you. I'm not even gonna fucking fact check you. I'm just gonna take it as
Yeah,
is.
take my word for it. We'll pass it through the editor
Yeah.
at the end of it. But no, and then X Men #1 is the highest selling comic of all time. You know, back in the '90s before the bubble burst on everything, with I think 8.1 million pre-orders. Just to kind of
Really?
put things into perspective, yeah, for how different the market is now, as opposed to what it was in the early '90s. I mean, we'll never get back to those numbers, I don't think. But yeah, man. I mean, I think there's a lot of problems. There's a big piracy problem in comics. And I mean, you'll hear people advocate for piracy, and obviously, people on the industry side would advocate against it. But I think there's not a doubt that it hurts the numbers of sales. And then you got digital books and just people that overall. I'll say this: comic books do not advertise themselves well at all. You know what I mean? They don't. It's like Marvel, DC, whoever. They don't care to try and get comics into other spaces or in front of other people. They're like they
They
just
don't. They don't.
yeah, they
And
hone in on their readers and that's it.
there used to be the time where you can walk into a Walmart or a Kmart, if you were poor like us, and there
Yeah.
was comics in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a lot of them, but there was at least a spinny rack or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something.
Local stores would carry comic books. I'm from South Philly here. All right, South Philly, what up?
Yeah.
But like fucking little corner stores, bodegas. If you're from New
Yeah.
York, whatever, they'll have little comic books. They don't have that anymore.
No.
They don't do that shit anymore. And it's
No. I think
and I think you're right though. I think they don't care. I think it's a part. I think it's a part of a. I think it's just a piece of the machine, right? A piece of the machine, and it
yeah.
has to work. It doesn't have to work well, but it has to work just enough. So maybe if they don't buy comics, that's okay, but they still have to come to the movies, all right? And
Right.
that's the thing that they're really struggling with the most. And it's kind of poetic too, because like I don't know if you know this, but and let me tell you, all right.
Yeah.
Stan Lee wrote in Writer's Digest back in the day. There's money in comics,
Mhm.
and there wasn't really money in comics back then. But
Yeah.
he saw a vision and shit like that, and he really make it. It really made it, go to work. I actually had the great opportunity to work with Stan for a number
Oh,
of
shit.
years. Yeah, dude,
That's awesome, dude.
fucking doing the Comic Cons,
Yeah.
the Wizard World Comic Cons, the Fan Expo, whatever. It was Wizard World back then,
Right.
but they're still again a fucking den of thieves, if you will. But like, just a great pleasure kind of working with them. And guess what, dude? We barely talked about comic books. We talked
Yeah.
about life. We talked about business. We talked about women and just random stuff. But like, it was really interesting finding all that information out that he wrote this kind of piece in Writer's Digest or whatever. They're like, yeah, there's money in comic books, and
Yeah.
I I, I want to believe that there's money in comic books, but I don't think there is, and I don't know if that's where they're going to. Maybe the digital platform will is I mean, it is really I mean, it's we all have it. I have physical comics, I also have digital
Yeah, yeah.
comics. Like, it may just kinda be what your preference is, you know what I mean? But I think
Right.
everything comes back in vogue. Like, people I got fucking dumb fucking open mic comics here in Philly think they're cool because they have, like, they're buying some VHS tapes and shit. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. vinyls,
Fucking
vinyls back in now, I mean, like with records and everything. And yeah,
yeah.
no, man, I think that I'm like you. I think these things will swing on a pendulum. I think that I think even we're going to see that more with movies and stuff now. Is all these subscription services and shit. You pay for them and you don't own anything.
Yeah, you don't
When
own
they
shit.
want to take a movie, even with Amazon, like you buy a movie or whatever, if they wanted to take it away, it's gone.
They take
Like I
their
mean,
own fucking movies. They take their own movies away. Do you know
yeah,
who's really fucking smart? And people get mad at him because the whole jerking off thing. Louis C.K.
right,
Louis
yeah,
Louis C.K. Louis, all his shows is on his website or whatever. All
hmm
his specials are on his website. You have to go to his website. He
oh,
didn't sell
sick,
it to
yeah,
anybody else or blah blah blah. You have to go through him.
right.
And I've said this before. I've said this on Scene Invaders, and I'll say it here. There's going to be a time where there's going to be something that's going to come along that you're going to buy a subscription package to, and you'll have the plethora of choice with you have Amazon, Netflix, Prime, or I'm sorry, Prime and Amazon. I'm a dummy. Um, whatever. You're gonna have all these streaming platforms, and you get to pick and choose, and it's gonna be a certain amount of money. It's gonna be less than what you're gonna be paying for if you're gonna pay for them individually. And something is gonna have to break.
Oh
And
yeah, no, they'll end up
I've said
they'll end
this
up
years ago.
bundling the subscription services, and it's just going to be cable again.
There,
And
it
that's what's
is.
so
It is
funny.
already
Yeah,
cable. It is
it is
already
cable
cable.
again. Yes, yeah,
It's already cable, and like
yeah,
it may happen with cellular plans. You know,
yeah,
because a lot of cellular plans are like, oh, sign up for blah 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 and get HBO Max for
yeah.
free or
Yeah,
something
you
like
buy a
that.
new
It's gonna
Apple
be
thing and you
something.
get 3 months of Apple TV, or sign up a T-Mobile, you get Netflix for like I said, 6 weeks or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you, man. I think so. I think, but I think for comics, like I think they have to adapt
Hmm.
for now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and dude, that's even something I've thought about with this book, and it just came out this week, so it's too
What book?
early to
Show it
be like,
again. Wait, what book?
yeah, yeah, the with the astounding all star written by
Oh,
yours
dude.
truly. But yeah, no, like I said, it just came out this week, so like the time to try and revolutionize the industry isn't this second. You know what I mean? Like. But I've even thought about down the road. It's like, hey, I've got that book made. Say I don't end up selling, a whole lot. Say I don't make multiple issues over or whatever, and I've got ideas for how to kind of try and revolutionize the thing, and like not acting like I'm a genius or whatever, and not saying that it would work at all, but just something to try in case the comic book just doesn't sell. But buy the comic book, guys. But
Buy
but
the
no, I
comic.
think that yeah, no, but I mean, I think that I think they're going to have to try and switch things up and kind of like I don't know, offer some kind of incentive for younger kids. I think that you got to invest in your audience, and like the average comic book reader is probably the same demographic as the average MLB fan, which is like a 50-year-old white dude.
Yeah.
And your readers are going to die in 20 years. You know what I mean? Like in 25 years, and like you got to have a new base to read. So I think that they have to try and get these books in front of kids. Do a comic event with fucking Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like I know you put the
I mean, they
characters in there.
have.
You know what I
They
mean? Like,
have.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but like yeah, shit, yeah, they do the Fortnite Zero War crossover
Do
books
you
and
play
stuff. But
Fortnite?
like, I have just started this year. So like literally
Nice.
like 2-3 months ago, I was
Fuck
doing a
yeah,
big
dude.
charity event thing with a bunch of like different comic book creators. We're doing like a cancer like thing. And dude, it's like a Fortnite tournament with like 30 people. It's like got like Comic
Oh, that's
Drake and
dope.
like a bunch of these people. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you know like Panda Red or Nikhil Clayton or any of these guys from like,
I don't, but
right.
hopefully you can give me a little invite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'll
Fuck.
shoot them your way. But yeah, no, man, like I said, it was a really, really cool event. Big, comic book YouTubers and stuff, TikTokers, like we all got together for it. So yeah, I learned to play Fortnite for that reason. And yeah, and now I'm addicted to it. Like
Fuck
I'm playing
yeah.
it till like midnight or whatever after I've got the kids to bed. Just like standing a foot in front of the TV, being like, "Fuck, I got to get this one in."
Oh, that's awesome, dude. You're getting an invite later. Look at that,
Yeah,
dude.
hell yeah.
Fortnite's the best, bro. It's fucking awesome, dude.
No, it is, dude. It's fun as
It's
fuck.
That's awesome. I wouldn't pick. I would. I was. That makes me like you so much more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh man. What were we doing again? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
we were revolutionizing comics before that.
revolutionizing comics. But like, dude, you know what, man? Somebody fucking has to. You know,
I think something has to happen, man. Like I said, I don't know, like I said, I don't know where I fall on the whole piracy issue. I don't know if you keep up with any of that. I mean, there's a very
vaguely, yeah, I
yeah
vaguely, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm kind of out fucking doing open mics or you know trying to
yeah
fuck my girl.
right yeah.
But like, yeah, like
Well,
I know
I'll tell
there's
you right now, there's a lot of people who are just pirating comic books,
well,
and not having sex. But
yeah, well,
yeah
maybe they should start. I don't know.
yeah
Quit
yeah
fucking around. No, but
yeah no
yeah.
man.
So kind of, yeah, actually, so yeah, kind of educate me really quick and educate I guess the one or two listeners.
Yeah, so
Um,
there's two or three of these big websites that just do like they pirate these books the day they come out, man. I don't even know how they
oh
do
really?
it. The day that they release for
What's
Marvel,
the website?
DC,
Let's
Independent, or
dox them.
whatever.
Fuck it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's so there's like Read Comics Online, I think, and
Okay.
then there's like All Comics Online free or something like that. I can't remember the name. I don't really like use them myself, but I
Yeah.
see people talking about it
I
on
don't use
Twitter
them
all the
either.
time.
I don't use them either unless they want to sponsor the podcast, and then I'll
There
use
you
them all
go.
the time. All
Yeah,
right.
but yeah, no man, like I said, they have the books up the day they come out.
That's
I mean,
fucked up.
and it's all of them, and there's a lot, and I know, like I said, but just because I've seen people on Twitter so heavily advocate for like, no, piracy's a good thing, guys. Like it's good to take the content for free, and like maybe like long term it might be, but in the
Sort
short term,
of,
it sure as hell
but
is
not
not. You know what I
really.
mean? Like, yeah, that's what. So
I
that's a
think
very interesting argument to have.
it is it's a yeah, yeah, seriously, yeah, fucking another Russian Ukraine situation.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But like it is kind of if there's a if there's a moratorium on it a little bit, if it's maybe a few weeks out or maybe a few months out, I
Right.
get that. You know what I mean? Like I was a
Hmm.
really big fucking fan of fucking Comic Storian, dude. Shout out Comic Storian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
R.I.P.
fucking
Man. Yeah,
RIP, seriously, RIP, fucking hanging out with fucking Papa Taff and your mom. Um
yeah.
yeah, dude. And but like I really respected what it kind of I guess rule of thumb or whatever that he didn't really drop them like right away. He waited a little bit, you know what I mean? Let him
Yeah, that's even something I try to like a month, 2
yeah,
months, you know what I mean? Like sometimes if I've started a series on something and like the final issue came out like, 2 or 3 weeks before, I might go ahead and do it. But yeah, man, I'm like you. I think that I think you should have some kind of like what grace period, you know what I mean, to make sure the buyers cuz I
let the fucking ink dry.
yeah,
You
yeah.
really for
Yeah.
real, like honestly. And like also too, let these comic book shops fucking make some money. Let them wet their beaks. Comic book shops are
Dude,
dying. Comic book
and
shops are fucking
that's the
dying.
problem too, man. Is like that's what I try to get across to people is like when you're doing this, when you're not buying from the store, like you're not like hurting Marvel or DC. The store already bought it. You know what I mean? Like they already paid what they had to pay to get the damn thing on the shelf.
Correct.
And so when you're not going in and giving them your support, they're just sitting on it and they wasted money. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, I don't like let's not choke out small business owners. You know what I
Dude,
mean? Like,
yeah, yeah. I did something for Scene Invaders during COVID when all the small businesses were shutting down. Blah blah
yeah, yeah.
blah. Their times were restricted. I mean, during COVID, that really hurt. That really hurt not only a lot of comic book shops, but the comic book community in general, especially the youth. Especially
Yeah,
when
yeah.
COVID happened, not a lot of these kids that these comic book shops are safe havens for
Right, yeah.
were closed and they
Yeah.
couldn't go to these things. The one comic book shop I did it with, Fat Jack's Comics, they closed down I think a few weeks ago
Damn,
because
man.
again, fucking and guess what? It's not like they were in like desolate area. They were smack dab in the middle of Center City. Right on Sampson Street, across the street from fucking Helium Comedy Club. Shout out. Um, Fucking book me, please, please. Um, but yeah, like they're closed. They were my favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to go there as a kid, and there was not a lot of them, and that's like my goal. I would love, or I'm not goal, but like a vision. Another bipolar episode that I want to go on is buy is get a comic book shop,
Yeah, hell yeah,
buy
dude.
comic book shop or something like that. But again,
Right.
I mean, there's no money. Is there? Is it worth it? Is it worth? You are you trying to
Risky
make?
business, you know.
Yeah, dude, you trying to make money? You're trying to go into debt, and it's probably going to
Yeah.
be the latter.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I mean, that's even like with my comic, you know what I mean? Making a
Yeah,
comic's an expensive ass venture, especially, dude. Like, I mean, and I'm gonna plug it again, but
shit,
you know,
show
like
it up.
yeah, okay, but like the artist like on this book,
Back up,
like,
back up. The people need to
yep,
see it. Back up.
okay, get the whole thing, yeah, but
Make it to the left.
ooh,
Back. No, 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 no. No, we want your face into it. Go to
okay,
the left.
cool, I
There we go.
gotcha.
Here we
But
go.
yeah, so
Yeah.
anyway, the artist on this book is his name's Julian Shaw, but he works at Marvel. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like, so
fuck
like
yeah! Shout out Julian Shaw.
yeah, dude. He, you know, he's done stuff with like Dan Slott, Spider Boy. You know, I mean, he's done like
Oh,
some Moon
awesome.
Knight, Stranger. Yeah, so I mean, super talented guy. I'll even pop this resealable bag open for you guys and show you some of the interior. But yeah, no, man. I mean, it's like I said, I just it like it is a little more expensive to go that route, but again, it's so worth it when you like see the book and you know what I mean, like in
Dude,
person.
that's dope,
Um, it's dude, it's gorgeous, man. And I mean, I cannot brag enough about like these guys that I got to work with and everything.
don't
But
show it too much. I'll pirate it. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just screenshot every page and then just post
cheap,
it. But even
cheap.
the you know you got this big like double
That's
page
dope,
spread and
dude.
everything. Oh, dude. I
That's
mean, I was
dope.
just so excited with how it turned out. And then, like I said, it's an expensive ass venture. You know, I mean, that's
And so you said you had two kids and stuff like that. Are you married as well?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What does she think about it?
Dude, she's the most supportive woman on the face of the
Fuck yeah,
planet. You
dude.
know what I
Shout
mean?
out
Like it's
her.
yeah, no, I mean, dude, legit. Like even like when I'm like, because we did like a Kickstarter and everything, we raised like $7,500 to make the book, and then like, dude, this is how expensive it is. I was like dipping into my own pocket like after that money ran out to get this thing printed and shipped and all that stuff.
As you fucking should.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
As you
even when I
should.
was like coming to that, where I was just like, hey, you know, this is what it's going to be to print. This is what it's going to be once I get shipping and stuff, for the Kickstarter and all that. Dude, she just, like I said, I mean, she's the most supportive person. Probably too supportive at times. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how crazy my dreams are. Like, she's just like, you'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, what you
Oh
know,
yeah.
she's behind me all the way. I couldn't fucking brag on her enough. You know, I know a lot of guys like to like bitch about their wives and it's all fun and stuff, but dude, like, I have nothing to complain about. She's legit like the fucking best, you
Well,
know?
let's not go that far. There's something.
Yeah. Somebody'd be
Fucking don't
better, but
don't like yeah. There's some dishes in the sink right now.
yeah,
All
cut the,
right.
yeah, cut
So
this part. Yeah,
yeah.
cut that last
No,
bit.
I'm gonna fucking send it to her. No, that's awesome though, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. And like people don't when you're chasing a dream, it's so important. Like it's easy to chase your dream and be single, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's so fucking easy to chase your dream and be single.
yeah,
Okay. Because you're not beholden of anybody and whatever, and yeah, you're getting some fucking kicks. Oh, I do TikTok. Oh, I do comedy. Oh, what's
yeah,
that video? You got hit with what? But like it's that's fun. That's all easy. It's all well and done. But to find somebody that really, really, really not only like supports you because anybody could also you could also be in a relationship and somebody could be like, well, yeah, it's okay. Oh, it's okay, honey.
yeah.
What's on TV? But
Right.
somebody to be very supportive and be like, not only are you I'm supportive of you doing this, but I'm gonna help you out. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna be not just your shoulder to cry on, but like actually give you sound advice. And
Yeah.
not a yes person,
No. Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. I mean again, you're doing this, you have two kids that
Hmm.
one of them gave you a black eye, which you're deserving of.
Yeah.
Um, and you're doing this on your own. You just started a comic book. You had a great fucking writer. What's his name again? Shout him out again.
The artist. Yeah, Julian. Yeah.
Artist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
No,
artist,
you're good.
not writer. You're the
Yeah.
writer.
Right. But
Um,
yeah.
okay. I'm not. Listen, it's my first one. All right, All
Oh,
Star
dude.
Comics.
Yeah.
All right, calm down. Stop yelling at me, please. For Christ's sake. Um, no wonder why the kid gave you a black eye. Fucking
Yeah. I know.
Christ.
Right.
Pick up your Legos. No. Fucking yeah. Like it's so important, and like I have a great girlfriend that she's so important, and she's also
Oh yeah, man.
very kind of like you, kind of a little bit, some kind of a little bit maybe too supportive. But I think that's
Yeah.
like kind of like a create. I think that is like that is kind of that's I feel like it's a normal thing to think. Be like, are you sure you're gonna want to go along with my idea? Like I'm
Right. Yeah.
like again, this is our first baby out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And again, thank you so much for blessing me with you, with your presence.
Oh,
I really
dude,
do.
yeah. I mean, that's what, like I said, thanks for letting me be a part of the journey. I mean,
Shut up. Whatever.
no, no, seriously.
I'm talking. I'm talking. Okay.
Yeah.
No. um, but like I even turned to her today and I was like, "Am I fucking dumb doing this? Like, is it dumb doing this? Am I gonna not only waste my time, I can waste this fucking dude's time too?" And she looked at me in my eye and she's like, "No, it's not fucking dumb. You're fucking chasing your dream. You're doing
There you
whatever."
go. Yeah.
And that is a beautiful thing, and it's hard to find that. I mean, it's hard to find it
So
in
hard. Yeah.
comedy, it's hard to find it in content creating, and there's probably and I hope there's people listening to this that like kind of understand that if you're chasing a dream and you have somebody that really fucking supports you, then fucking go for it, baby. You got their support. If you got somebody that's not really supporting you and just kind of giving you the like, sure, yeah, whatever, but like we have shit to do,
Yeah.
then I don't know, maybe kind of
Rethink it a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, just I mean, unless the pussy's good. Unless the
That
pussy
is
and the
the
dick,
ultimate deciding factor for sure. But
bro, unless the pussy's real good or the dick's real good or both, whatever. Boy pussy too. Let's throw that in there
yeah.
as well. Because I hope all my fans love boy pussy. I do. No. This is where he goes. This is where he leaves. No.
Yeah.
He's like fucking. He's talking about boy pussy. What the fuck? That's the name of this episode, boy pussy.
There you go.
But like, it's so fucking. It's so important. Not only is there good all the other parts, but like, it's very important for fucking just somebody just to fucking support you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and again, talking about support, you know, like and subscribe and all that fucking fun stuff. 5 stars,
For
Patreon,
sure.
Liberty, fucking blah. But like, so what? So I guess let's kind of I don't know. Let's kind of circle back to what we're talking about with the comic book, right? With your new
Mhm.
comic book. If this goes off, right? What's the game plan for? Are you gonna make your own universe? What are you gonna do?
That would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've got some other characters and stuff cooked up that I would like to introduce, and so like this is an issue one. This is part one of a 5 issue arc, right? The first 5 issues would be very self contained. It's about our main hero, his immediate family. Got a primary villain to introduce, and a couple villains of the week, stuff like that. Nothing huge, not a big cast. But I mean, those 5 issues go well, and I can keep doing it. I've got like a second arc in mind where I'm going to start introducing some other characters, and yeah, I would like to build it out into a universe and all of that good stuff. Obviously, that's very optimistic thinking and all of that, but I got to dream big while also trying to be a little realistic. But yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
as far as like planning ahead, as the writer, I just have the scripts ready, and so once if we sell well, we get funded, all of that stuff. We go to issue 2, and then hopefully just keep repeating the process until this first arc's done, and then we'll go from there.
are you gonna do the comic book con route, or what are you gonna do? You gonna
Yeah,
do that?
yeah. I mean, so I'm definitely going to New York Comic Con.
Oh,
I
are
don't
you
know
really?
about. Yeah, so I mean,
Oh,
I'm
that's
not.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna like.
awesome.
I don't know that I'll be
Let's
tabling. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but
Well, if you do, please let me know. Let's go to dinner. You can pay.
yo, yeah,
Um,
yeah, it'd be sick.
no, yeah, no, hell yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I'll bring you. Yeah, I'll take you to a bringer show.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. No, but no, that's awesome. Yeah, that's fucking great, dude. New York Comic Con, I mean, is fucking
It's the
huge.
best. Yeah,
That's a
yeah. It's fucking
it's a
awesome.
great step. But guess what though? All these other, the indie cons are really great
Yeah.
as well. I think that's one big thing that I think we're missing from all these big, huge super cons like Fan Expo. And listen, I love Fan Expo. I've worked for them for a very long time, except for this year because they wouldn't let me in. And I tried
Yeah.
to sneak in. I did. I
Yeah.
tried to sneak in, and I had some autistic guy with the fucking walkie start yelling, "Hey, you! I couldn't get past him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't get
He
past him.
did his job.
Dude, he did his job real well. You give a handicapable person a fucking walkie-talkie and have them tuck their shirt in, they will storm the Capitol. Like
Hey, yeah.
they'll do
He'll do whatever you feel.
whatever.
Yeah.
They'll
Whatever you put in front of him.
they'll pull somebody over. Fucking yeah, like honestly, there is somebody right now doing that as we speak. And I love those
Yeah.
videos on TikToks. That's what my algorithm is. It's you, cop impersonators, Um, and yeah, I don't know, but like, what the fuck were we talking about? See, don't smoke
Indie
weed.
cons. Yeah.
Indie cons, yeah, indie cons. Like I kind of miss those. I was just talking to somebody about that in a Macy's of all places. That indie cons really need to come back. Like I love Fan Expo. Fan Expo is great.
Mhm.
All the New York Comic Con is fucking all is obviously of course the mecca, but it only comes around once a year.
Right.
You have Ace, the Ace Con that Seamus does, whatever
Mhm.
his name is. I'm connected with him on LinkedIn. I message him. I've messaged him. If I message him once, I probably messaged him 10 times and he hasn't
Right.
responded. But I'll message him 11 times too.
There you
I'll
go.
message
Yeah.
him. Listen, I'm from I'm a salesperson at heart, okay?
Mhm.
And sometimes you got to call somebody until they die. I've literally this isn't a joke. I've called people until they've literally died. I've called people and be like, "Hey, is Kevin there?" And the gatekeeper's like, "Yeah, Kevin died.
He
Kevin died
passed
in
2
a
weeks ago, sorry.
Kevin 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 scraped his body across the Interstate 93 with his Harley Davidson. His wife bought it for him, and he scraped his skull against the pavement, and his kids are burying him right now." And I go, "Okay, cool. So are you the new decision maker? And is the budget allocated for this, or does it have to go to Kevin's family? Like, what does it
Yeah.
have to fucking do?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to call
Yeah.
people, call people, call people. Which brings me, let's get off the comic books, shall we? None of these fucking
Yeah.
people fucking hear about comic books. All right, let's talk about what everybody else is fucking talking about. Okay, let's talk about the fucking Hawk Two girl, dude.
Okay.
One move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time. That
You
you do.
gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
The Hawk 2 girl?
That hawk too and spit on that thing. Spit on that thing. Spit on that. Spit on that thing. You get you gotta give him that hawk too. Spit on that. Spit on that thing. Spit on that. Give him that hawk too. Spit on that thing.
Fucking what's your stance on it? You love it or hate it?
Ah, dude, I mean, I think that it's like let me put it this way. I like that you said it how you said it. I don't like when people go hawk Tuah. And that kind of
Hawk
like aggravates
Two.
me. Yeah, I was just like it's like she's making a sound, guys. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like,
I mean,
but
she better be making sound.
yeah.
Spit on that. Spit on that thing. Spit on.
But no, man, it's crazy. It's bananas to think that one drunk moment on a strip in Nashville. I've been on that same fucking street. And
Yeah.
just completely changed your life. And I
Completely
mean,
changed. I mean, dude, I get it. I kind of get it to an extent. I never went this far with the tomato thing, but like fucking yeah, dude. And like she's like so what? What the fuck is her name? Her name is Haley Wench?
Haley Welch. Yeah,
Welsh?
I
Welsh?
think
She
Welch or
well she
Welch. I don't.
Welshing on blowjobs, I'll tell you that.
Spit on that. Spit on that thing. Hawk.
Yeah,
Um,
there you go.
but like and good dude, yo, here, let's share this. I guess let's share the screen. Yeah. This is where
That's crazy, man. I mean, and this is old school internet fame. This is like early 2000s internet fame, where like when you blew up and shit, you know what I mean? Like when they had articles about you, they were doing remixing songs about you, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, that shit like doesn't happen much anymore. I mean, and she is everywhere, dude. But I checked her like the TikTok she started doing merch on, and she's doing good. She's doing really
Still
good.
good?
So
Did you buy shirts? Did you buy shirts
yeah,
for the babies?
no, I did not. I didn't buy merch yet. So
You should buy merch for the
yeah, no, but I mean,
kids.
she's yeah, yeah, but yeah, dude,
Send
she
her a
was signing
comic
it and
book, dude.
everything,
Fucking
and
shit.
there you go. Yeah, get her to spit on that. Um, but yeah, no, man. I mean, like I said, she sold thousands and thousands of like shirts, hats, and stuff, and I think she did get fired from her job, but at the same
Good.
time,
Fucking good.
yeah, she'll probably have
Good.
a.
Do you know why? Because now
I
she's
know,
a
right? Probably
content
did her a favor.
creator, baby. She's a content
There you
creator.
go. Yeah.
Welcome to the game, bitch. All right.
Yeah, dude, she has the world in front of her on a silver platter if she wants it.
Oh, 100. I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, she's like, yeah. Uh, wouldn't you? I don't know. Like, it's tough though going viral, and I've had this happen where like was scared to do anything more else with it. But like sometimes you just have a snowball effect where you have this girl and just everything just kind of goes awry. I was gonna look up her LinkedIn, but I don't know if I really want to. I don't
Yeah,
know if I really want to do that. I kind of do. I really do. But you know, I'll send her a
yeah.
connect later. Fuck it. Are you on
There
LinkedIn?
you go. I'm not. No, I need to be. Apparently, I mean, that is something I've heard a lot that I just never pursued. Dude, I'm horrible about keeping up with my other socials and stuff. I mean, I post here and there on Instagram and Twitter. I try and do my YouTube like I should. But I don't, like, I do daily uploads on TikTok, but like I'm like every 2 or 3 days on YouTube usually. So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I'm horrible about multiple platforms. I kind of just found one and dug into it. And I mean,
Which is
now I
pretty
should be
good.
pushing my audience,
Which
but
is pretty
it's
good.
not. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I don't think. I think that, like, kind of going like really like narrow and deep on one thing for a while is probably a decent thing. And then, like, I can maybe start. The problem with TikTok is it's hard to get people to branch out from there. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they're so ingratiated into TikTok. They're
Well,
just
they're gonna
like, oh,
have.
you want me to
I
go?
mean, they're gonna have to though. Who knows? It may go. It may go away,
Yeah,
and who knows? But we'll talk about that on fucking Patreon fucking
there you go.
.com/Taffy fucking Laffy Taffy podcast. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, I'm just I feel. I mean, I'm still fucking I'm still wet behind the ears with this fucking game. So I don't know. I wish the best for this girl though. I really do.
Me too, man.
I mean, dude, she's a cutie patootie. She really is cute. I mean, who knows what her fucking job was? She looks like an HR kind of girl or something, or like a girl in marketing. Like she's a girl in
Yeah,
marketing that's like late for getting your fucking project.
right.
Like you guys have a deadline and she gets it to you like 3 days later, and your boss is screaming at you like, well, "Why didn't you get it?" Well, I'm like, I'm waiting for Haley or whatever the fuck this girl's name is to get it to me.
Yeah,
She's busy. She's busy on TikTok. I don't know what she's doing.
yeah.
Um, I don't know
Yeah,
what she's
but
doing.
no, man. I mean, yeah, I'm with you, dude. I mean, she's, great looks, great personality. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, great
she's funny as
personality.
shit.
Yeah, funny as
So I
shit.
mean, I hope I'm like you. I hope that she like grabs the world by the balls. I hope she like dives into all of it, man. But I mean,
I think
some
she's
people, I
grabbing
guess that's just
balls.
not exactly what they want.
Sounds to me she's
Yeah, that's
grabbing
for sure.
balls.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah.
I
That's
don't
right up
know.
her alley. So yeah.
Low hanging fruit going in mouth. I don't know. I I don't know. I got a girlfriend, but yeah, I fucking run with it, girl. Honestly, Haley, you want to come on the podcast too? Hawk tune, spin on that thing, whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's so funny too. 'Cause it sounds like a Japanese game show as well.
yeah,
Hawk tune, spit
yeah,
on the thing. You know,
yeah.
fucking great. Look at that, a little racism. Have fun. Um,
Y'all getting over a breakup right
The
now?
only way to get over one is get under another.
but let the people know kind of where they can find you and shit like that.
Yeah, so my actual at handle on TikTok, which you probably can see it on the screen, is Two Turn Tony Stark. It's a mouthful. I wish I never did that, but it is what I built this whole platform off of. So that's what I
It
what I
is
got to roll with
very
now.
it is very like aim kind of like it is very
Yeah,
it's a very like early 2000s, like when we were getting those when we were getting those AOL discs
yeah,
in the
yeah.
mail. And I don't know about you, but I always pretended I was like Daredevil throwing them and shit because you got plenty of them.
Oh,
You
dude, you
got
got, yeah, like yeah, fuck yeah,
yeah, you got so many of them.
yeah,
And it is, yeah, your name is very like AOL-ish. I was about to ask you what ASL. I was about to ask you ASL. My girl hit me with that today, dude. She goes, she's like, yeah, ASL, and I'm like, American Sign
sign
Language,
language, yeah,
and she's looking at me and she's like, I can't be. I don't know if I can be with you. Like, are you this young? You know what I mean? She's a little bit older than me, but she is also too African American. So it's that whole black don't crack. But um, we like you and me, us pasty mohos are gonna. I don't know. Like I'm Irish. I'm gonna crack soon.
oh, dude, I'm
Um,
aging like milk. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, my shirt's blending in, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
No, I left her place. I was like, "Do I have blackface on? What do I do?"
Yeah.
But, like, um, yeah, she hit me with that, and I was like, "ASL, what's that mean?" She's like, "Age, sex, location." And I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah,
Fuck, yeah, I forgot
dude,
about
I
that,
hit
yeah.
you with it, right? I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about
you
it."
did. Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
fuck yeah, I
"What?"
forgot about that.
I was like, "Shit," and then the question was like, "Well, wait a second, what the fuck were you doing that you fucking remember that, number 1,
Right,
and you
yeah.
were using it too."
Yeah.
So, but we'll talk about it in therapy. Fuck it, who cares? Um, guys, if you tuned in seriously, hung out fucking this long, I commend you. And we're gonna be back with a couple more. We have a couple more cool guests. Like I said, it's gonna be everybody that I like and the people that I don't like. There's gonna be a lot of comedians on. There's gonna be a lot of cool people. From TikTok and from wherever. You know what I mean? Maybe randos off the street. Who knows? But
Yeah.
like and subscribe, follow, hit the 5 stars on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you're listening to your podcast for. YouTube. Follow us on IG. The Patreon's going to be coming out soon. We're going to do that for a little bit. You can stick around for like another half an hour and hang out, right? Or maybe 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, maybe 20, yeah, I should be able
Perfect.
to. I just got yeah.
Perfect.
Gotta worry about getting the kids to bed here in a little bit, but yeah.
Yes, the kids need to be in bed. Yeah, the kids need to be in bed. But guys, thank you guys so much. We'll end this, and it's been Laffy Taffy, and yeah, we'll work on a sign off. Who knows? But
Hey,
bye.
thanks for having me.
Pedal that